Hi, today I'm going to be unboxing the Magic Mixies Pixlings Shimmerverse doll, just this one, it should be Faye. You can tell with the little green top, and it's got the gem that looks like the same gem she has. And then my understanding of what makes these different from the regular, like the first line, is the Shimmerverse part is supposed to be like related to how everything's going to be sparkling and that there's glitter in the bottle, and so I'm going to skip doing the potion part with this one, and if I can, maybe try and get some of the glitter into. I got these little mini bottles from Michael's. They're on sale right now. They're for their Halloween collection, so they're miniatures in their Halloween, and it says $4.99 for US, but typically it's like 40% off or 50% off. And there's 4 in here, so I was gonna see if I could get glitter into one to reuse part of the stuff that's involved. So I can go ahead and open this one up. It does have like a little tab. Unlike the first series, they didn't have this to show you what the contents are, but that's nice if you're wanting to know more about what's in there, but pretty clear from the front. And then the back shows about the, there's the limited edition doll, which there's very few, and I don't know what the odds are for getting one, but and it says there's only 1,000 made, so probably pretty low odds. It says you don't need to cut this and that the perforated tearing should just rip. The plastic's pretty thick on this. Let's start on the inside. And then here's the potion guide, and it gives a walkthrough of the steps, and they've chosen to have the ice marina as the doll they show at the end there. But I'm going to skip actually doing the potion, and I was maybe considering using some of the stuff from one of these to put in the bottle, but I don't know about that for now. And the top has the little doll stand. This one is pink. I wonder if they're different colors to match the different dolls. And the whole thing says don't turn this, because but if you actually go ahead and turn, you go ahead and just skip everything with the reveal, and you can see the doll there. Trying to see if there is glitter. I can go ahead and see at the bottom. I haven't pushed down on this spring because that. Okay, yeah. So I'm wondering if there's the glitter mixed with whatever activates for the mixture to turn clear. Like both are in here. I'm not getting glitter everywhere. I've seen people saying be really careful when you pull them out, because glitter will just get everywhere. Don't know if I'd want to perforate this without anything else in there, or there's a way I could just take this off and peel it back. There's like a little foil bit there. Okay, so I think I've decided to just try and poke it a little bit and see if I can get like one little hole and pour into here. I have a hole punched. I mean, there's a screw on the bottom. I think really getting into this would be best to like just take the thing apart, or you can break it. I don't think I want to break it right now. It's definitely shaking out to be whatever it is they use to do the little reaction. And I think maybe there is glitter with that in there. I'm curious what other people have said when they've said they've gathered some of the glitter from the thing. If it was just this, and I guess I could just pop the whole thing. Okay, well, there we go. It's interesting, there's only punctures for one side of the disc here, where it's like 4 teeth in the front, and then there's a plastic lip on the foil in the back. So it was only, oh, I guess that's to get it so it all goes up in the front direction first of the doll for the reveal part. It does look glittery, but it doesn't look super, doesn't look as like interesting as I was thinking. I guess it could make for a cute keepsake. Definitely pretty glittery. I'll move that to the side for now and come back to that. Trying to get into one of those and move on to the doll. This is the easiest I've been able to take one out of their lid. I think I've maybe just been too quick to try and like get them out. Yeah, I've seen some people use the tubes. They keep them for like displaying the doll with it. Get the Faye doll out. She kind of has like a crystal look to her, where she's got crystals on her crown and sort of on her ears, and her wings are like, look like little crystals. Her skirt seems shimmery, like it's supposed to be like a close-up of kind of the way crystals look, like crystalline shapes. And then her shoes are nice and shiny. I can do a close-up of her too. I really like her makeup, and I think this tone of pink is really nice. I'm going to use her little stand. And then here is a close-up look at the doll. We can get her pretty close here to look at her, her eye makeup and stuff. I like what they went with her. I idea of doing crystals. It's nice, and this I think the little art that's coming off around her little forehead gem is pretty cute. She's got like a little dot on her nose. Well, I've tried to rub the dot off of her nose, which I'm kind of annoyed about. Seems like it's stuck on there. I had an Angelica that I got. She also had a dot on her nose. It looks like it's ink or like part of whatever the process is. They print the like blushing on for her nose. It looks like something is in there with it. Like how close I can get. Try to rub it off. I've tried to scrape it just lightly, and yeah, it seems like it's on there, and it's a tiny, tiny dot, but like it's still right in the center of her face, so it's kind of annoying. Yeah. I like the little hairstyle they gave her. This ringlet is cute. It's like gelled, styled. Seems like it should stay styled pretty well, unless if like you're to be very intentional with combing through it. Her ponytail, it's kind of got like a loose curl at the end here, but it feels like that could be maybe brushed and like made a little more intentional. I need to get like an actual little brush for this type of hair. And then for her overall look, she's got bracelet, and her legs are a gradient pink going from like this kind of bright hot pink almost up to, doesn't really fade, sort of fades a little bit of a gradient into then the same skin tone she has for her like arms and face. Like ever so slightly a gradient of being like a little bit there, because this is definitely a lot more vibrant down here, but I feel like it could be even more gradient, or like the legs should just be all the way pink. I don't know. I think it's fine. Her shoes are pretty. They're sort of more, they're like peachy, and they match the same little gem on her chest, or cluster. It looks like a gem cluster. Focuses. And then, yeah, same color as the wings too, and the little like accessory in her hair. So it's all kind of this like more peachish pink, and then the sort of pearl looking bits, same pink as that, as the top, as like her legs and her bracelet. And then her hair is kind of more of a strawberry, and so is the skirt. The shoes have a very like lime green, and I think that's a nice contrasting color for the pink, but having then the back be these gem shapes and being this green color, I'm not quite a fan of, because there wouldn't really be gems that are that color. So I feel like it could have maybe been better to just do like a darker pink to contrast this, like the same as this more strawberry, or like more rose toned. But I guess part of her color theme is that like Faye has pink and green, and so they wanted to keep the green in there. I'm assuming to keep consistency with her color theme, but I think it could have just been done with like less green, taking off her skirt. She's got, I guess the shoes need to come off too. That's an interesting touch. So the shirt, and I feel like I couldn't see this as well online, it's structured to have a crystalline reminiscent shape, as well as sort of like flowery, like these bits here flaring out like that make me think it's kind of like flower petals. And then for her underwear, it looks, you know, that same shape. It's a little bit less painted. It seems more just like a solid light pink plastic, and then the top, like it's all one structure, I'm sure, and then the top is painted. As well as her skin up here would be painted on, whereas everywhere else, it does look like the skin is more of the color of the plastic, the molded plastic. While I wasn't originally crazy about them having like molded on clothing, like these molded on tops, I think it works or looks pretty fine. And then even without the bottoms, like this as a one piece works well together. For the skirt, similar to all their other pieces, they have this little strip ribbon in the middle to keep it from riding too high, so it tends to sit where it's supposed to. And then the skirt is double lined. This piece is a little bit ever so slightly see-through. If the camera will focus. And then, so then that other layer helps give it more of makes it more solid and not see-through. To complain a little more about quality control issues, the way the rooting was done on the back of her head is a little sloppy, in my opinion. I can see through to some of the scalp or bald spots. And just the pulling that's going on here with these strands seems odd to me. Brings some attention to it. Again, her ponytail covers it, so not the biggest deal, but like, these dolls are a little budget like dolls, even though they're $20 each for such a small doll, and so much of that goes to the potion gimmick. And I know a lot of collectors online seem to complain or not really be happy with or interested in the gimmick. What I've seen in doll communities is that people would prefer there to skip the potion, or and have like more quality invested into the dolls if they were still kept at the $20 price point, to have things like joints at their knees, maybe a little bit more mobility with their hips. It's kind of lacking. Wrist joints, I've seen people talk about, or either to get rid of the potion and cut the cost of the doll, make the doll cheaper, more like $10 to $15, or just having other features added without that potion taking up so much of the production value. Okay, so moving on to back to trying to get the glitter for the little potions. You can see this is how the potions compare to her scale. They're, I feel like, pretty size appropriate. She can't really hold it because she doesn't have the type of hand to do that. Do like that in her arms. These do feel like they are glass though, so being careful with them. And I put some of the potion from, I did number 4 into here. It's pretty dark. So I thought about diluting it some, but with stuff like this, you can't really keep water sitting around in the container for a long time because it'll get gross or moldy or something. And with these bottles too, another thing is I use my fingernails to get the little lid out. They're really pushed into there. So if you're wanting to open and get it back out, I'd be careful not to push it down too far because they start off being pretty far in there. I made a small funnel with paper and tape that I was going to try, and I don't know how exactly I'm going to do this. So one of my first thoughts is using a butter knife with the container that I've kept it in, and just slowly trying to get that in there. I don't know if this is really worth, I thought it would be cute for a little keepsake, but since it's especially since the glitter isn't quite how I thought, like people were saying, where it's just there's separate glitter just inside the container, not that it's mixed with whatever causes the reaction for the stuff to turn clear. Like, it's making me second guess it. I think it's a cute idea though, but so there's one potential memento from this, and then especially since I didn't actually do the potion, there's the little like charms that come with the stages of doing it, and so you could actually keep these. They are kind of big, so it's not like these could go in these small potions, and then they are also just one-sided, so that loses some of their appeal. You could put them for people who keep the bottles or keep the caps or like the tubes. There's an idea. Let's look at this other one. This one has smaller little gems, so these could actually kind of fit into these potion bottles if you wanted. You'd still kind of have to, I'm going to try making them sort of rounded out to get in there. You kind of have some crystals in there, so that could be kind of cute, especially, oof, if you can, that was less cute. But yeah, especially if you could get some of the other little crystals on the other side, so it looks, you have an image for all the way around the bottle, so the back isn't just plain. I'll try. Not super cute. I might use tweezers and take that out and redo that later. But yeah, to summarize, I do really like this doll line. I think they're pretty cute. I am frustrated though that 2 out of 3 of the dolls I have now have marks on their noses. Not the biggest deal, but really don't like this one because it's right in the front of her face. It's even smaller, so less obvious than the other ones, but yeah, that's kind of annoying. And then I think the style and concept of these dolls is cute, but yes, I would love to see the potion part taken away and some more of that retail cost shown in the doll's quality going up. All right, well, as always, thanks for watching. Bye.